Have you ever wanted to start your own Minecraft server, but it's like super confusing and you don't want to pay just to play Minecraft with your friends? So I'm going to show you how to set it up and add Bedrock support. Make sure you have Java installed. You probably do if you messed around with Minecraft mods because you kind of need it. And I recommend watching the full video before you start because you might mess something up. Download Java, pretty easy. Just go to the website link below and choose your operating system. Boom, that's it. Once you do that, you'll want to choose a server. I recommend using paper unless you're doing mods, then I recommend Fabric. But once you do that, click on builds, go to your version and choose the latest one. If you want your server to be 1.21.6, you'll have to wait for all the plugins you want to support it. But for this video, I'm just going to download 1.21.5. I'm just going to put this somewhere safe. Putting it on my desktop, new folder, Minecraft server, put that in. Once this is downloaded, you can rename it to something like server, just so it's easier to update. Then where the server is, you'll want to make a text document, name it something like start, and then you'll want to paste this in it. I have it linked below, along with everything else. This number right here is how much dedicated RAM you should add to server. I recommend starting with 2 gigabytes. If it's laggy with only 2 gigabytes, increase it by 1 gigabyte at a time. If you're only expecting 5 players with no plugins, 2 to 4 should be good. Once you put that in, just rename this to start.dat and you should be good. Now just double click it. You should see this. Just give it a minute to download all the files. If you get this warning, just close the server, go into this and change this to true. Now, when you run the server again, you shouldn't get that and you should see done. If you want to test it, go into multiplayer, direct connection, change this to localhost and join. Bam, the server is working, but we are still not done. Now it's time to download the plugins. First thing you want to do is save -all. That's how you save your server. Then stop. Boom, server's closed. You want to do that before installing plugins. The plugins that I recommend getting are VIA version and VIA backwards. What these do is it lets players that are not on the same version as your server join. So you're just going to download both of these and put them in the plugins folder. Another plugin I recommend getting is Chunky. It just makes it so you can pre-generate chunks in your server and players don't have to load it, which helps with lag. I'll give more information about this in the extra section of this video. This is where the video gets a bit confusing. And disclaimer, you can do port forwarding. Again, you're probably watching this because you can't do port forwarding. So if you got that set up already, just skip this part. I'll leave a link on how to do it in the description. What you want to do is go to playit, just click on download. You can download it for Windows or you can download the plugin. If you're using the plugin, it only supports Java from what I've tested, but setting up the plugin is most of the same process. So we're just going to download the Windows installer. Something I did not mention is every time you want to make your server open, you have to open the exe unless you've got the plugin. I've already got it set up on my computer, so I'm going to be using a virtual machine. Once it's downloaded, you'll just want to go through it like normal. Save it somewhere where you will remember. When you open it up, it should give you this link. Copy that, put it in your browser. Once all these are downloading, press create tunnel. Under tunnel type, choose Minecraft Java. Scroll down. You should see this. Don't touch any of these unless you've changed your port, which you probably haven't. Just leave it as 25565 and it'll give you this link. This is what people will join your server with. If you don't like the way the link looks, just press add tunnel Java and see if you like it or not. When you find a link you like, delete the other ones you don't need. For the Java side of things, we're done. But if you want Bedrock, then keep watching. To add Bedrock support, we'll be using Geyser and Floodgate. I'll leave a link below. Save it in your plugins folder. And same with Floodgate. What Geyser does is it just bridges the server and the Bedrock client. And Floodgate makes it so Bedrock players can join without needing a Java account. Once you have those downloaded, again, you'll have to start your server. Once everything's done loading, just type stop, go into your plugins folder, Geyser, Spigot, and the config. Right here where it says port, you'll want to change this to 25565. Again, if you haven't changed your port, this is the default. After you're done with that, go into your plugins folder, Floodgate, and copy this key.pem file, paste it into your Geyser Spigot directory, and boom, now your server supports Bedrock. Well, how do you even join servers on console? There's a cool plugin you can use. What it does is it lets people add an account as a friend and they can join that friend that's linked to the server. So before we do that, we'll have to add another tunnel for playit. Click here under add tunnel and make your tunnel type Minecraft Bedrock. You'll want to change the local port to 25565, click update, and that's all. And then go to the website linked below, download the latest version. Don't worry about your server version. You can download the standalone, but it's a little bit more complicated, so I'm just going to go with the extension. And in your Geyser folder, you should see the extensions folder. Just put it in there. Again, you guessed it, start your server back up. It should give you this code. Go to microsoft.com/link, paste this in, and it'll make you sign into a Microsoft account. If you don't want to use your main account, just click create new account. Once you have that account set up, it should say all done. By the way, make the username short and simple because that's what people will be using to join your server. In your server console, you should see this means it worked. Stop your server one more time, go to where you downloaded it, go into the folder, and then go into the config. You'll want to change the remote address, or if you're using the standalone, it'll be the same thing. It'll just be down here. You'll want to put that link from playit it. And also it should give you a port. Put this where it says remote port. If you want, you can change this friend sync interval to 30 seconds. It'll just make it so adding this account as a friend will be faster. Now, when Bedrock players add this account as a friend, they should be able to join. Next time for the extra section of the video. Just some more random things you might want to do. To make yourself operator in your server, you want to type OP and then your username. That plugin from earlier, Chunky, once you have it downloaded, do /chunky radius. This is how many chunks you want to generate. For example, I'm just going to do 250. I'm no math guy. I don't even know what radius means. Then /chunky start. Bam. Should be pretty quick unless you do like 5,000 chunks. Only took me 1 second because I already had them generated. And how to go into the config, go into server.properties and just mess around. But don't change random things because it might break your server. This one that says online mode, if floodgate isn't working, turn this off. But what it does is it makes it so pirated clients can join. But when you do that, nobody has skins. So I'll leave this in the description. It's a plugin that just restores skins, like it says. Another one to note is the view distance. If your server's lagging, change this to something like 8, and also MOTD. What this is this little text under your server. There's a website you can use to customize it. So for example, I can choose the color purple, type Minecraft. That's what it'll look like. And you want to copy where it says spigot and just paste that. You can keep messing around with plugins if you want. If you have any questions, let me know. Also, I'll be doing streams playing Minecraft, so if you want to join, also let me know.